All right, what's up, people? This is a recording just reviewing my first year here in South Africa. The day that I release this will be exactly 1 year that I boarded a plane with 8 bags and made the actual move to Johannesburg, Midrand suburb. And so I said I was going to do a video just review my first year. Right now I'm going to talk about why I moved to South Africa, what motivated me to move to South Africa. Then I talk about the experience being here over the past year, and then my plans for the future. So 2022, coming out of COVID and everything, and coming out of some other things that were going on in my life, getting used to the vitiligo, the advanced glaucoma, I decided, I need to live life. I'll be 55, and I want to experience the world while I can. I don't know what, we just went through this life-changing experience globally. So what can I do there? How can I live my life? I just retired from public education, so I decided that I wanted to spend my 55th birthday in Africa. Initially, I wanted to go to West Africa, like most Black Americans do, African Americans do, or FBAs or whatever y'all call yourself. But anyway, this African American wanted to go to Africa, to West Africa. Trace. My sister did a DNA thing, and I don't know if it was my mother's side, our mother's side, or our father's side, but it came back like 50% Cameroon, 19% Nigeria, which back then it was all the same thing. So, and then Ghana was the next, and then some other countries, smaller countries, or smaller percentages, like under 10%. Anyway, my plan was to go to Nigeria because I had started interacting with people online. Some good people, Nigerians unfortunately have a very bad reputation in the world, and I get it now that I've talked to people and interacted with people. I get why, because of corrupt government. You got to do what you got to do, in order to feed your family. Doesn't make it right, but I understand the mindset behind it. People just feel like that's just an evil country. Like, people just wake up and they're just evil. No, they don't want to do it. But anyway, I met some good people, and they want to show me around and things like that. And so my plan was to go to Ghana and go to Nigeria. So a friend of mine in Atlanta, a travel agent, he suggested I come to South Africa first. He said, your first trip to Africa, South Africa will be more of an adjustment coming from the U.S. to Africa. It's going to be different, but you have a lot of similarities too. So finally decided, okay, I'll do South Africa for my birthday. And he planned the trip for me. This is when I flew from Atlanta to Detroit to Amsterdam to Cape Town, because I was just dead set on putting my feet on African soil in Cape Town for the first time. He was there, go to Johannesburg, spend the night, then go to Cape Town. Nope, I had to do all this extra, so that's why I ended up flying around the world. So in Cape Town, some of the things that I had the opportunity to do, it was great. I landed at night, so I couldn't really see anything, and I was flying for 23 hours, traveling for 23 hours. But I got to ride the dune buggies out on the sand pit. I'm gonna insert videos of things that I've done that I still have. So we did the dune buggies on the sand pit. We're supposed to be going up on Table Mountain, but I got introduced to Cape Town weather. August is the end of winter. So I experienced spring, summer, winter, and fall each day. And there was something going on with the lift. So the lift was down. They said we could hike it, but it was raining, and so I was not going to hike a mountain, with these eyes in the rain. Nope. So Couldn't do Table Mountain. Um, what else did I do at Cape Town? I was only there a short time. Try not to sneeze. I'm sorry. So anyway, I'm confused. I've been to Cape Town twice, so I'm trying to separate the two trips. Because some of the things I remember with my second trip. But anyway, came. I suppose you think I live on a racetrack. Came to Johannesburg for my actual birthday. That's when I met, some of the people that I was chatting with. The name Jabulani. Went to Chisayama in Tembisa. Had my birthday dinner at the Saint in Santon. I know I did something else. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but I'll put the videos and as when I find them, I'll put them here. I may edit and come in with something else on it just to say it then. But so spent a couple of days here in Johannesburg. The day after my 55th birthday, I wanted to get a tattoo to commemorate my first trip to Africa. I wanted specifically a map of Africa with a tree going through the map with my name Jabulani on it, just showing my roots are in Africa. We were on this about 2.5 hours. I was drinking Savannah. As you see, I had to take a bathroom break and come right back at it. But the artist, who was in Soweto near a taxi rank, did an awesome job. Young man, I think he was about 24 years old, and he did a bang-up job. I had the opportunity to ride the Hall train from Johannesburg to Pretoria and then caught a taxi to Mamelodi, which you will see later. Not the taxi, but Mamelodi. Also went to Mandela Square and then had the opportunity to go to Kwai Mai Mai as well as beautiful downtown Johannesburg, and walk around a bit. So got to see a lot of things that you probably would not see on a booked tour by going around with a local person, which I always advise. Then I went to Durban, where I went to Ushaka Marine World. That was kind of a quick trip. Walked the boardwalk. I fell in love with the boardwalk now. Durban would be my second choice. If I left here, I would go to Durban before I went to Cape Town. Because of the Florida feel, I went to undergrad in Florida. So that was awesome. Then came back here and left, and I was about in tears when I left because I was just having such a good time. Such the warm reception of South Africans. Savannah, oh my God, the Savannah was awesome. I was drinking Savannah like water. I drank more Savannah than I did water, and ate more pop than I did anything else. So that's why I had, that's why I put on some weight coming back. Loved it. Came back to the States. Was planning to go to, let me go to my next African country. But South Africa just kept calling my name. The South Africans that I had met, just the Amapiano, everything was just like drawing me back here. So 2023, November of 2023, I came to Pretoria. Oh yeah, let me go back to this before. So I went to Mamelodi and had some. Hope I have videos or pictures of that. That's when I had my first experience with South African food. I remember some hodo and shakalaka, pop, chicken feet. I don't know I keep forgetting the term. Had cow head. But okay, so 2023, I came back to South Africa. This time I spent a week in Pretoria because I did not spend time in Pretoria the first time. Oh yeah, I rode the Hall train the first time too when I was here the first time. So I'm jumping around. Anyway, okay, 2023. 2023 came up here. Walked with lions. That was the highlight of the whole thing. My whole trip was like walking with lions. Got a chance to go to a flea market. I think this is the first time I went to Montana Family Market. I think it may have been also the first time I went to Four Ways. I'm not sure. No, I didn't go to Four Ways then. But I forgot what all I did that week. Still in Savannah, so that's why I'm drawing a blank. But when I find the pictures and the videos, I'll put them up here. I'm so glad I made it down these tricky steps in front of the Union buildings in Pretoria to get these pictures. Great place for pictures if you are looking for something like that. We were really lucky to have all three of the lions because I've seen many people that did this and they only had two of the lions, but we had the white lion and two others. And I had to slow this down because Big Boy jumped out that tree fast. Loved that week here. I was like, you know what? I can see myself being here. But let me come and not be a tourist. So I said I'm going to come back in a few months because this is when I started doing research about how could I actually move. And I learned about the retired person's visa. So and that I qualify for it. So the following February into March of 2024, I said, let me go and stay a month. I'm going to get an Airbnb and live like I'm just, get a gym membership, go grocery shopping, cook, all those type of things. And I want to live I want to see what it would be like living here. I think load shedding was still happening then, so I wanted to see, can I deal with that? Though I was retired, I was still working a college job, online job, so they allowed me to work remotely outside of the country for up to 30 days, so that worked out well too. So Came back in February, early February, stayed to early March, and went back. This is when I went back to Cape Town. So, but I was based here in Midrand again, but in Carlswald, or something like that. Um, got the membership at Virgin Active because it was like a block up the street, so we walked up there every day. Um, had a grocery store up there, had some restaurants up there, so that was all good. This is when I went to Four Ways Farmers Market. This is also we took a trip to Cape Town, back to Cape Town, and this is when I had the experience of parasailing off of Signal Hill. Uh-huh. Which was that was amazing. It was perfect weather, perfect day. Second trip to um, the I forgot the name, the waterfront. I forget. Yeah. A must do in Cape Town is to visit the V&A waterfront. See, I remember the name. It's an entire vibe on its own. You can spend a day or two there riding all the different boats. You keep going on the same water, but each boat has a different experience and a different vibe. Then you have a mall there, eateries, helicopter rides, just all kind of stuff. Just make sure you have a videographer that you can trust that's not going to set you up for failure like this. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. But I went the first time I came when I was first in Cape Town. I did visit there, did a couple of boat rides, but this time I did a boat ride, helicopter ride. First time in the helicopter. Um, Signal Hill, parasailing off of Signal Hill. Went by an ostrich farm. Went by what's the name of that beach? With the beach with the penguins. Didn't actually go out there, but just went by there because we were on a guided tour. So did see some little baby penguins like that came up to the parking lot. Then actually did Table Mountain this time, but rode the cable car up to Table Mountain. It's all right. The cable car ride was the most exciting part, and did something else that I cannot remember. Anyway, came back to Midrand. Linked up with one of my online friends that was it's a barber here, and I got my hair cut with him. So I was just like living the month here, like I was like, what is this gonna be like living here? And it was awesome. We had experienced some load shedding and things. We stayed in an apartment. Apartment was very quiet, gated community, of course, with security. So it was chill. I said I can do this. So in the Pretoria CBD, there you will find photographers that do an excellent job. So we had them come and meet us at the Union, in front of the Union buildings again, to take pictures of these outfits that he made, which he did an awesome job. Here we are back on the steps again, where I was telling you I had to be helped down because they just look all flat to me. So it was a trip. So we went to the treat at Rosebank to get mani pedis, and this guy did an awesome and amazing job on my hands and feet. And yeah, even though I think it was load shedding, but I was so relaxed I didn't care. I absolutely love this grocery store because they have so many gluten-free options. They're a little pricey like Whole Foods in the US, but it was worth it.
Ooh-cha.
Some of these bags.
Right.
You can take them out now.
You must say we sorted.
So when I went back, I went and got my visa. Took about a month because I worked with a immigration attorney here in South Africa, Cape Town to be specific. So that is why I decided to move here. South Africans, it's your fault. You guys should not have been so awesome and so welcoming. But, you know, I have absolutely no regrets. And I'll talk next about my experience. You know, the things I've experienced over the past year, actually living here, things that I've learned, and then I'll close it out with where I'm going from here. So I'll be right back. I figured it out.
All right, and then just go to your right.
Huh?
Just go to your right.
All right, thank you.
Keep going, go to your right, go to your right. All right.